There's a saying that stirs the heart. When God closes a door, He opens a window. Life is much like living in a house with doors and windows. The main door is where we enter and exit, while the windows allow light and fresh air to enter. As we reach our 60s, the door to work may close, but that doesn't mean everything is over. This is the time to seek a new window to continue a meaningful journey. Without it, life can easily become aimless. Days may pass by in monotony, and despite being busy, we might not truly be living with purpose. A writer once said that with just little self-discipline, a person becomes stronger. And that's the key to living a peaceful and fulfilling life in our later years. What's most important is knowing how to self-discipline and actively open the 4 windows of life. These windows become the key to starting anew. First window, the family window, learning to enjoy life. There's a meaningful story related to mindfulness. One bright morning, a monk asked his 2 disciples to clean the attic. When they arrived, they found that many books had gathered dust and were covered with mold due to stagnant air. The 2 disciples hurriedly took the books outside to dry them in the sun, carefully laying each one out. The monk, observing the scene, simply asked, "Why don't you open the window?" With the window open, sunlight would have flooded the room, not only brightening up the books but also improving airflow, removing the dampness from the air. From an aesthetic or everyday perspective, opening the window has profound significance, especially for the elderly. If we live in a closed space, the stagnant air can negatively affect both our physical and mental well-being. By simply opening the window and letting in the fresh breeze and sunlight, we invite comfort and peace. Decorating the window with a few flowers or plants can bring warmth and tranquility to our home. Some say that just by looking at a person's window, you can tell the quality of their life. A window that is cleaned and beautifully decorated is often a sign that its owner is romantic and organized. A person skilled in decoration might recreate the scenes from poems like The Magnolia, where a person arranges their hair by the window or decorates the window with flowers that change with the seasons. This simple act adds a joyful, festive spirit to the home. Second window, the window to the sky, living with honesty and integrity. Another important window to open is the window to the sky. A story from folklore tells of a man known for his honesty and integrity. One day he saw some bad people destroying a farmer's garden, and he immediately stepped up to report them. The culprits, worried about facing consequences, tried to bribe him with gifts, hoping he would keep silent. The man, calm as ever, simply said, "Open the window." When the window was opened, everything in the house could be heard and seen by the neighbors. The wrongdoers, afraid of being exposed, quickly left without saying another word. No matter our age, we should never do anything in secret. Even if we think no one knows, God knows, the earth knows, and our conscience knows. In our later years, it's important to nurture our morality. Every word we speak should have a positive influence. Encouraging words to our children, speaking kindly to our daughter-in-law, and being sincere with friends all have the power to affect others in meaningful ways. Sometimes silence is golden, but there are times when speaking from the heart, even if misunderstood at first, can gradually spread warmth and understanding. Third window, the cold window. Learning to keep up and not fall behind. Many believe that learning is something only for the young. However, continuing to learn is just as essential for older individuals. For example, some elderly people may need help with technology, like using smartphones for official procedures or presenting a QR code at shopping centers. It's important not to rely on others' sympathy, but to empower ourselves. People may help you once, but the most reliable person is always yourself. Today, learning isn't just about reading books. It's about reading positive articles online, following news, or even writing your own life story. These are ways to keep learning and healing. For instance, actress Than Ha, after retiring from the stage, wrote her first book titled In the Frame and Outside the Frame, which reflects her own life journey. A renowned author praised her work for its smooth and simple writing, which also conveyed deep emotion. Life never truly ends. It only ends when we choose to stop. Fourth window, the window to the heart, embracing inner peace, the famous Zen master. Shentu once taught that the body is like a Bodhi tree and the mind is a great mirror. It's important to keep the mirror clean and free of dust. The human soul is invisible, but it's easily tainted by the conflicts of life, workplace struggles, marital disputes, gossip, or unrequited love. As we enter our later years, when the external noise begins to fade, it's time to focus on clearing the dust inside. But how do we open a window we can't see? Remember the old saying, the eyes are the windows to the soul. Our face is the mirror that reflects our inner world, and our living environment reflects our internal state. Therefore, to open the window of the heart, we must start with small but sincere actions. Appreciate the beauty around us, see the good in others instead of rushing to judge, keep a calm expression with a warm smile, and adopt a peaceful mindset. When our mind becomes still, we can appreciate the simple and profound things in life, the chirping of birds in the morning, the golden light of the late afternoon, or simply the soft breathing of a loved one sitting beside us. If at any point peace of mind eludes us, we can seek solace by talking to a close friend, writing down our feelings, or stepping outside to embrace nature, where the wind, clouds, and trees can soothe us. Ancient wisdom says, "The window helps. The door let in the light." Once we understand the true meaning of light, the doors of life will open wide and we'll find the self-control we need to live a full life. Psychologist Albert Bandura once said, "Self-control is the instinct of the strongest people." After 60, we are no longer busy in the office but are seen as respected elders within our families. We may be retired, but that's when we can truly enjoy freedom. However, when we no longer have external discipline, what we need most is internal discipline. We are still role models for our children and responsible for maintaining harmony in our families. An elderly person who loses their moral compass and misinterprets freedom becomes a burden to society and a sadness in their own home. Now is the time to live responsibly. For every change and new beginning starts with a simple act, opening a window. Beyond the window is a vast world, a deep blue sky, a breeze, and light. Inside the window is inner peace, self-control, and a quiet time filled with love. The window opens to the bustling streets, but it can also open to a peaceful corner where two people sit together, sipping tea, gently chatting about the past. Though the later years of life may be short, it is this brevity that makes each moment precious. Let's live so that each sunset streaming through the window brings warmth to our hearts, quietly and deeply. Thank you to everyone who has joined me on this journey. I wish you all peace and health at every step, every phase of life. If you found this message helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our next video. I wish you all good health, peace, and happiness with your family. See you in the next video.